What's up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here today. I am quite aware, ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in this world today, but you decided to be here with me, and I appreciate that. More importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome to Transition Tuesdays on this cold, almost like a wintry day here in New York. This weather is really going bonkers here. We go one day, we're warm in the 50s. Next thing you know, we're in the 30s. But it's been one of those days here in New York City. But I welcome you here to Transition Tuesdays. And again, we have another action-packed show. I have a special guest coming on shortly. And before we do that, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about our life's transitions. So that's what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. We do that here. So, again, I'm gonna, you know how I am, guys, at the modern technology. I'm gonna try to get our guest on video, but if I can always call my guest. It looks like there might be some issues, but I'm gonna try this first. Before we do that, I'm gonna try this first. Let's see. Hold on a second. Why can't I do that? Bear with me. And again, this is live, ladies and gentlemen. So just bear with me here. All right, let me do an invite here. All righty. Let's hit this. See what we got. Bear with me. We got Brian joining. What's going on, Brian? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. See who we got. Let's see if I can invite my guest in. And you guys know how I am with this modern technology. I'm trying my best, ladies and gentlemen. I try so hard to get my guests on camera. You know, they're not camera shy. It's just this. I don't know what's going on, man. Let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, special guest. I think I might have to give you a call. So let's see if I can do that. Hold on one second, ladies and gentlemen. And I appreciate you guys for sticking around. You'll be glad you did. You'll be glad you did. Hold on one second. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Terry Fitzsimons joining. What's going on, T? What's going on, my friend? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. We also got Tasha Cox joining us as well. Welcome, guys. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Let me see if I can dial my phone. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's see what we got. All right.
Hey, Rod.
Hey, special guest. Hey, hang tight for a second. Again, I'm having it's such a hard time bringing up people on the video, but again, we'll do this podcast style. So let me do this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me introduce my special guest here. All right. Now, my special guest is a New York native whose parents are of Afro, Puerto Rican, and Nicaraguan descent. She has worked within the managed care industry as a senior manager for 20 years. She is the mother of 2 boys and wife of Pam Macon, St. John's University assistant basketball coach of the Big East Conference. And finally, my special guest resides in New Jersey and is passionate about supporting her community and organizations associated with autism awareness. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, please help me welcome Miss Pam Macon to Transition Tuesdays. Pam! What's good? Can you hear those claps for you?
I can. Hey, Roz.
How are you today?
Good.
I'm happy to have you on. We got Tony joining. What's going on, Tony? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Well, Pam, now, you know, we are old friends, which is a good thing. So what I do is when I have I can't see you, but I can hear you. And again, okay. I like to make you feel at home like you're at home, okay? So I'm going to play this song here for you. You tell me if you can identify this song and what the song might mean to you. I'm not sure. I'm digging in the crates here. I'm not sure, you know, if this would be a cool song for you, but you just let me know, all right? Let me just play it for you. All right, see what we got. You know what that's? You know what that is?
That's my theme song right there.
That's your. Oh, so I guessed right. Okay, so you're a Tina Marie fan, Square Biz.
That's my girl. That's right.
Oh man. Sometimes Pam, I get it right. So okay, I dug in the crates. All right, I got that right. Cool. All righty, perfect. Hey, so Pam, I appreciate you lending a couple of minutes with us today. I appreciate that. We got Tasha said, oh, yeah. Tasha's watching here. We got people representing for you there, Pam. Now, I'll be remiss, Pam, if I don't ask you, how are you and your family coping with these 3 pandemics we have? We're going through COVID. You got the economy, that's a pandemic, and you also got social injustice. So how are you and your family coping with those 3 pandemics?
Yeah. A lot, right? A lot kind of going on. I think that, all of us, right, was in the same boat, but, Russ, frankly, we're very, very blessed, right? We were personally impacted. My dad had it. He was in, he was touch and go for almost a month, but he was good, thank God.
Oh, thank God for that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And, everything else, right, we're working through because, we're sort of in the same boat, like, most people, right? But we kind of adjusting to sort of the new norm, right?
Yeah.
For us, I think really, Van was home a lot more. I wasn't used to that.
Right.
So that was definitely a big adjustment for him and I. But we're doing good.
Good.
We're doing really, really good. Thank God. We're healthy, and the guys had a pretty decent season, and they got to play, and we got to go to the last game at Madison Square Garden. So you know what? We're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely,
no doubt about that. No, I'm glad everything worked out with your dad and everything too, and and all that good stuff. Yeah. Hey, so Pam, now since and everybody out there, March is Women's History Month. So, is there a woman or women that inspire you?
Yeah, I would say to you, for me, my mom.
Okay.
She inspired me. My mom, is an immigrant from Nicaragua. She came here, very, very young, like 19, 20 years old.
Wow.
And, by herself. She worked at a factory. She put herself through nursing school.
Wow.
She did it twice because, she had to, right, learn the language here. And, she overcame a lot of obstacles. And we know that that's not easy, right, for our people, Black and brown. So, I would say that my mom inspires me because, she got up every single day and she had 5 kids. And, she did a really good job.
Okay. Cool, cool. So she's your shero, right?
For sure.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We got my man Roger watching. What's going on, Roger? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays on the check-in. Cool. All right. So Pam, what was your transition from the University of St. Louis to St. John's? Like, how was that transition for you? For you personally, not just your family, but for you personally. Like, was it a smooth transition? Was it a difficult transition? Talk to us about the transition.
Yeah. Well, honestly, going from SLU to coming back home, because New York obviously is back home for us, I would say was a very easy transition in the logistics piece of it, right? Because we kind of knew, hey, we're coming back home to New Jersey, we had Mel's on the autism spectrum. We were in a really great school district. He was going to be with his friends, be back in his old room. So all of that was, I have to say, relatively seamless, right? And Van's the one that's, making more of the sacrifice because he has to be on the road quite a bit every single day. But nonetheless, I would tell you the most surprising thing for me, though, was, the community and the love that I felt for, our family that, we created over there at SLU, you know. So that was, I would say, the difficult part. I think it's probably the same for a lot of coaches' wives and their families, because, when you move, and we've been fortunate, and I think shout out to Tasha because she's listening. I think Tosh has moved at least 10 times that I know of.
Yeah, I could imagine. Yeah, for coach's wife. Yeah. Oh man, family.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So sort of, within that kind of knowing that, right, you build a community, and you sort of, hold on to each other very tightly, and so that was the hardest part for me, was really just leaving. Travis and Heather were really fantastic to us over there at SLU, and the whole community, so that was the most difficult part. But coming home, it's been really great for us.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So you guys making the transition, and I would imagine it's tough and it's difficult when you're coming from another school, because you have the attachments. A lot of times, these student athletes, almost you take on like a mother figure to them, I would imagine, and you like wrap your arms around the staff and the school staff and everything. But the transition has been good for you. Oh, that's good. That's super. Okay, so you guys are locked in. Good stuff. Yeah. Good stuff. Cool.
Yeah.
So you being a coach's wife, what words of advice or encouragement would you give other coaches' wives just beginning in their process or in this journey? Like, do you have any words of advice or encouragement for them?
I would say probably patience, right? As programs are being built, there's a lot of variables that sort of happen. And so your husband's, pulled in a lot of different ways. And so, sort of having patience and understanding, right, that, hey, nothing kind of goes as planned. You can't make a lot of plans a lot of times, right? Because
got to go with the flow.
Yeah. So, I personally have always sort of, kind of beat to my own drums, did my own thing. That helps me, right? To sort of, having your own, creating your own space and things that make you happy.
Right. Gotcha. So those would be the big words. Okay, yeah. Because I'm sure there's a lot of, coaches' wives out there just getting started in their journey, or might been, doing it for years. So no, those are good words of encouragement and advice. Just patience. You got to have a lot of patience in anything you do. But yeah, patience definitely there. Who we got checking it? We got Tariq Thacker, one of the Jaspers' finest, joining. And what's going on, Tariq? Also, we got Chris B. Williams, the voice of the Jaspers. Chris says, "Hey, fam." He says, "What's up, Pam?"
Hey,
you remember Chris?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. Good stuff. Cool. Hey, so here's a question I have for you, Pam. We talked about a little bit about, your really association with the autistic awareness. So why is autism awareness so important in your life?
Well, I predominantly male, right?
Yeah.
So, my 15-year-old, was diagnosed with autism when he was almost 4 years old. And
shout out to my man Mel. Shout out to him. That's my guy there.
He's doing great. So through that kind of journey with Mel, we, have had a lot of learnings, right? Because as a parent with a child with autism, things are just different. Our lives is different. I always tell my friends, think of me as in sort of an appendage. If something pops off, know that I'm probably going to be out the door. Because I'm always thinking about my son's comfort and what he needs, right? So, but we kind of live our lives, right, a lot through, how Mel is experiencing the world. And so, when we talk about autism, right, it's near and dear to my heart specifically because of that, because my child is diagnosed with it. Obviously, Mel has had, whole other host of issues, medical. He had a brain tumor. We, had, contend with the epilepsy and the seizure activity and all that. But we feel very fortunate and blessed because we've had a very good outcome. And, we've seen Mel flourish from not, being 4 years old, not walking or talking to, the big dude you see today, right? That monster of mine.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And, I'll share with the audience, Pam, with you. I think 2 years ago, one of the most poignant pictures I've ever taken, and I got an opportunity to take this picture, which I'm so glad I did, was when and I said that to you, Pam, so we know what the road I'm going down is when the Vans team, St. Louis, when they won the Atlantic 10 championship, and then you had Mel was cutting down the nets, and I was able to take that picture and send that to you guys. That was one of the most poignant pictures, and I remember just talking to my guy Van. He just was saying, he really appreciated that, and he was telling me how, he wanted Mel to cut the nets. I thought that was one of the most poignant pictures that I've ever taken and been a part of.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very special moment, right?
Yeah.
For the boys on the team, right? They worked so hard and overcame so many obstacles that year.
Yeah.
It was just so much fun and to be part of that energy and for Mel, right, to share in that joy. But I also thought that was just like so. That just sums up Van, right?
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like, the first thing when they won the championship, and everything, he turns around and he looks for both of his sons, and I'm like, it's great, it's a great feeling,
Definitely.
But autism, right, is part of our life. It doesn't define Mel. I just to say to people, that if you have a family member, most of you probably do, or a friend or someone that's impacted by it, actually April the 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. So,
Okay, that's April the 2nd?
Yeah, April the 2nd.
Okay.
Yeah, so I always tag my friends on Twitter and whatnot, just little messages and whatnot, but just putting that out there, Russ, that April the 2nd is Autism Awareness Day. And, the kindest thing that you can do if you have a family member or friend that is impacted by it is always to, the socialization is the biggest piece for them. Sometimes parents feel isolated and alone when they're going through this journey. So, reach out to them, provide them support if you can.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're the advocate of, autism and thank you for giving that date too. I'll definitely promote that. And, cause like you said, it's going on throughout, many people's families, autism, and just being, shedding light on it today. I appreciate that too, Pam, because that's important. We need to know, be aware of that. Is there any websites if people might want to know more about autism? Is it like,
Yeah, absolutely. So autism.org is one of my favorite websites. You can go there to find out about programs, information. I mean, it's like an amazing resource. And it has fantastic people that man the website also.
Okay.
And I would say this too because of the families, right, that maybe are sort of facing some challenges and are relocating or looking for services and whatnot that may be available to their child. Autism.org is the place to go.
Okay, thank you on that, Pam. Cool.
Yeah.
And so, Pam, I'm getting ready to break down these brackets for this NCAA tournament, but I want to ask you one question before you go, right? So, I know you watch basketball probably all the time, I would imagine, being a coach's wife. So, now, here's well, I guess I'm assuming, but I shouldn't assume. But I'm going to ask you this. Do you have anybody? I know St. John's, they didn't make it. They're going to be in there next year. They're going to be top 25 next year. I'm saying it right now. I'm putting that out there right now. But they didn't make the tournament this year. But there are there's 68 more, participants of the tournament. Who do you think in your humble opinion is gonna win the whole NCAA tournament?
This year. This year.
Any guess on that?
Honestly, well, I'm gonna go with I favor Illinois.
Okay.
Our friends are out there, so I'm gonna go with Illinois. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey Pam, I'm surprised at that one, Pam. I'm not gonna question your basketball knowledge, as Tasha says. Yes, Illinois. Yes, Illinois is a very good team. I think that's a good bet.
I'm going to go with them. It feels good to me. And if Tasha seconds it, then hey, I think it's doable.
I got you. No, I'm going to try to break down these brackets the best way I can. But again, when I'm going over the brackets for Illinois, I'm going to have to see if I can have them going far, because Pam said it. Because if Pam knows her basketball, so if she says it, go with it, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Pam, hey, I appreciate you stealing some time with me today. I appreciate you having you on. We'll have you on again, hopefully. But again, I really appreciate you, bringing about the autism awareness and about, having on a true basketball wife on here today.
Well, thank you, Russ. Much success.
Oh, thank you so much, Pam. Thanks again.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was Pam Macon joining us today. A true basketball wife. Hold on one second, guys, as I get my stuff together here. Let's see here, because we're going to make a transition. And here's what you guys can do. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go over the first round brackets with you guys, NCAA tournament. So if you got to go get your pen, piece of paper, get your brackets out, because the information I'm going to give you, you can take these picks to the bank. All right. So I'll give you a little bit of time to get some paper, and then we'll go over the brackets real quick. As I'm doing this. Oop, what do we got here? So get your paper ready. I'm gonna break down the brackets. There we go. Hold on one second. We're gonna get that done here. 1 second. Let me pull it up. Let me pull up my brackets. Okay. Let me get it closer, actually. Hold on a second, guys. Get your pens, get your brackets out. Trying to make some people some money today. Go on, get them out. All right. So what we'll do is we'll go over the first round games. Okay, and I'll give you who I think, in my humble opinion, who I think is going to win in this tournament with the first round games. We won't go all throughout this. We'll do that some other time. We got Brenda from the D joining us. What up, though? On the check-in. What up, cuz? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Appreciate having you and everybody else. Appreciate you all coming on today. All right. So let's do this here. We're going to go the West region. And it's funny, they're broken down the East, West, North, and South. Even though the whole tournament is going to be played in a bubble in Indianapolis. But they break it down with the different regions. Okay. And while we're doing that, I'm going to give you guys, so you won't be hearing me, I'm going to give us some musical play. We'll put some on my play. Let's see if we can rock with this here first. Hold on. All right. I like that song. Okay, now, so let's do this, guys. All right. Tell me if that's too loud. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. Okay, let's see. Pull up. All right. So, first game I see, you have Gonzaga, which is the number one seed, the overall number one seed in the whole tournament. They're playing against either the winner of, I think is it Norfolk against Appalachian State? And I think Appalachian State is going to win that one. Oh, and shout out to my cousin Kim, who graduated from Appalachian State. And Kim, my condolences to you. My lovely aunt on my Aunt Cora passed away. My condolences to you, my love. My thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, sweetheart. Okay? So I have Gonzaga winning that game, and I have actually Gonzaga winning the whole tournament. I think this year we're gonna see another NCAA championship in which a team's gonna go undefeated. I got Gonzaga winning this whole thing. Okay? So next one. we have a number 8 seed, 8-9. Those are usually great games. So you got number 8, Oklahoma against Missouri. I think I'm going to go with Missouri or Oklahoma with that game. So pick that 8 spot, okay? Next, you got number 5, Creighton against the number 2. Number 5 against the number 12, UC Santa Barbara. Okay, now you got to always watch out for that 5-12 matchup. And I don't see it happening this year with that because Creighton's a very good team. I know they're going through some controversy with the coach's comments, but I think they'll persevere. I mean, they lost that game to Georgetown big, so I think they're going to come out there angry and ready. So mark that down. Go with Creighton on that one. Okay? Now, number 4, Virginia against number 3, Ohio. I know a lot of people are picking Ohio for that particular one because Virginia, they might be in the COVID protocol. So we got to wait and see if they're going to be a part of the tournament. So, but I think when it's all said and done, I think if they are, if Virginia is still in the tournament, I think they're going to beat Ohio if they're able to make it out of the protocol for COVID. Okay, next, you got USC, against the winner of Wichita State, Drake, all right? And not Drake the rapper. You got Drake, the university, who had a great year. And I think they're going to beat Wichita State. But I think they're going to lose to USC, the number 6 seed. We got my man Lawrence joining. What's going on, Lawrence? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Next, speaking of Lawrence, all right, we got Kansas, which is in Lawrence, Kansas. Aha, you like the way I did that, right? Okay, now, Kansas, the number 3 seeds, playing Eastern Washington. I think Kansas will go on. Now, this is a different Kansas team. They're not a national powerhouse. I don't know how they got a 3rd seed, personally. They can get knocked off in this one. If they go on to win this one, I think they could go a little further than expected, but I think they'll win that particular game. Next, you got Oregon against VCU. I think Oregon will win that game. That's a 7-10 seed. Okay. Next, you have Iowa versus Grand Canyon. Okay. This is Grand Canyon's first time in the NCAA tournament because they were Division II, but not a Division I. And they're going against Iowa. Iowa's pretty strong. Too much depth, too much power in the middle with the guy Gaza. So I think they'll win easily on that one. Now, let's swing to the South. Okay, the South. Baylor is the number 1 seed. Very good. They had a great team. I know they had a mishap in their tournament game, but they're ranked number 1 for a reason. And they play Hartford. They should take care of Hartford. Shout out to Vin Baker, who is one of the best player to ever play at University of Hartford. Okay, next, you got the 8-9 seed. Again, the 8-9 is a doozy. We got Jennifer watching. What's going on, Jen? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. So that 8-9 seed, 8th North Carolina against Wisconsin. That's a pick'em game. Man, I like Wisconsin in that one. I think you should mark that one down. Wisconsin winning that, coming out of that game. Now, here's an intriguing game. 5-12. Number 5, Villanova, who is missing their best player. And number 12, Winthrop. I think Winthrop only has like 1 loss this whole year. I think that is my upset special right there. Winthrop will beat Villanova. Mark it down. All right, next you got number 4, Purdue against number 13, North Texas. Purdue, again, size is an issue. I think they'll take care of North Texas. Next, you got number 6, Texas Tech against Utah State. I know Texas Tech's a higher seed, but I'm going to go with Utah State on this one. Okay? Next, and don't forget Texas Tech, 2 years ago, they were runner-ups in the tournament. Final game. Next, number 3, Arkansas against number 4, Colgate. I think Arkansas is a little bit too much. Better conference. I think Arkansas will win that game. Number 7, Florida against number 10, West Virginia. I'm going to go with, Virginia Tech. Pardon me on that. Ooh, I made a mistake on that one. Number 10, Virginia Tech will beat number 7, Florida. Mark that down. All right. Then you got number 2, Ohio State. Very strong team. They're going to go against Oral Roberts. They should have no problems. I got Ohio State winning that game. All righty. 1 second. Let me pull it up. Now, let's go down to the East bracket. All right, bear with me, guys. We're halfway there, almost there, okay? Making sure you're marking this down, okay? Mark this down. Bring it to your bookie. People still do bookies? I don't know. Do it on your ESPN deal, you know what I mean? Do the tournaments. Take these picks. Take these picks. These are winners, sure winners. I'm giving you this free stuff. Now, you got Michigan, the number 1 seed. They're going to play a 16 seed. They should win that, no problem. It don't even matter who they're going to play against. They should come out of there, no problem. Now, 8-9. 8-9, you have 8 is LSU against number 9, St. Bonaventure. That is a tough game. I saw St. Bonaventure last week. They look really good. I think they look hungry, too. I think they're going to take care of LSU, that 9th seed, that 8th seed. So, St. Bonnie's, I got them winning that game. Now, number 5, Colorado. As Pam said, she got Illinois winning it all. I got you, Pam. We're going to get into that one in a second, okay? So, number 5, Colorado against number 12, Georgetown. We just had Pam on there, representing the Big East Conference. Hey, this is another upset special. I know everybody's picking this game. I saw Colorado play this last week. I think they got enough, Georgetown, to beat Colorado. I definitely think they do. Now, number 4, Florida State against number 13, USC Greensboro. I got Florida State winning that game. Number 6, BYU against number 11. The winner between this is a good opening round game between Michigan State and UCLA. About like perennial powerhouses. I got them going. So they're gonna play against each other first. I got Michigan State coming out of that one, winning that game. And then I got them beating LSU. Not LSU. I'm getting these initials wrong. I got them beating BYU. I got them beating them on that. Okay? Next, number 3, Texas against number 14, Aberdeen Christian. I got Texas winning that game. Number 7, UConn against number 10, Maryland. I got UConn winning that game. Too many better athletes than Maryland, even though Maryland is stocked with athletes as well. But that should be a very good game. Number 2, Alabama against number 15, Iona, I-O-N-A. Now, I'm a proud Manhattan College alum. I almost went to Iona College out of high school. They have Rick Pitino. I think Rick Pitino, he has enough time to prepare for this game against number 2, Alabama. And I got Iona, a 15 seed. They're not a true 15 seed, ladies and gentlemen, when you're watching this game. You'll see I got them beating Alabama. Then next, guys, we're going to swing over to the Midwest, where we have Pam's favorite, Illinois, playing against Drexel, 16th Drexel. We got Illinois going and winning that one. Pam says they're going to win the whole thing. We shall see about that. But let's talk about first round first, okay? We got Jay Edna Nolan joining us as well. Welcome, Jay. Welcome, Jay. As Pam says, yeah, the Bonnies are good. Yes, the Bonnies are a very good team. Very good team to watch. Check that 8-9 matchup. That's going to be a hell of a game. Next, you got Loyola of Chicago, who was the darlings of the tournament. I believe it was like 4 or 5 years ago. They go against Georgia Tech. That's another 8-9 matchup. I like the point guard from Georgia Tech. He's a New York City cat. He plays a lot of swag and moxie. I think they're going to knock off Loyola Chicago, the 9th seed. Okay? So, mark that down, Georgia Tech. Number 5, Tennessee against number 12, Oregon State. Oh, boy. This is another 5-12 matchup you should watch. I saw Oregon State last week. I think they're going to beat Tennessee. So this 12 is going to beat this 5 in Tennessee. Mark it down. Next, you have number 4, Oklahoma State, which has who's going to have the first pick of the NBA draft coming up, Cade Cunningham. That kid is nice. Okay? They play against Liberty 13. I think Oklahoma State takes care of business there. Got my man Vincent on the check-in. What's going on, Vincent? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. Next, we have, as Biggie plays in the background, Hypnotized. Next, we have San Diego State, a 6 seed, going against my beloved Syracuse Orangemen. Oh, man, if I had the talent to play at Syracuse, that would have been my first choice, but I didn't have the talent. That's why I wound up the way I did. Okay, but that's another story for another day. But on this particular game, you have Syracuse 11 seed. 11 is my favorite number. I think they're going to beat San Diego State. Mark it down. Now, next you get number 3, West Virginia. They are playing number 14, Morehead State. I think West Virginia takes care of business. Huggy Bear takes care of business the first rounds. He will take care of business there. Next, tough game here. Number 7, Clemson against number 10 Rutgers. Now, Rutgers had a great year with Ron Harper Jr. Man, he's nice. That team is making a great resurgence there. So, I think Rutgers is going to beat number 7 Clemson. They fell off the cliff a little bit as of late towards the end of the year. So, go with Rutgers on that one. Mark it down. Next, you got University of Houston, number 2 seed. I'm not sure if they're a really great 2 seed personally. I saw them play. I don't know. I wouldn't bank on that one. But they're playing against Cleveland State, a 15 seed. I think they'll take care of business in this particular game, but I don't see them going further. University of Houston. They're kind of like a pseudo number 2. I think a very soft number 2. I don't know how they got that. They play in a weak conference. Their coach is a world-renowned guy, but I don't think they're a true 2-2. I mean, we won't, they won't have any problems the first round, but the other rounds, I think they might come up to some problems, some issues. So, but I got them winning this one. So, guys, that is my first round wrap up for you in terms of that. Again, make sure you put in the rest of your brackets, what have you. But I'm giving you guys free money. I'm giving you guys my picks, man. I don't go wrong. Don't go wrong with the picks. I try to steer you strong, and I don't steer you wrong. All right? So make sure you do that. Make sure you definitely do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. Celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. As Biggie hypnotizes playing the instrumental. Man, this song is still bringing back memories. Oh, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching Transition Tuesdays each and every Tuesday. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you so much. If you want to see the broadcast of this broadcast, we got my man Bill Champion joining. What's going on, Bill? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays, my friend. So if you want to see this particular episode and many episodes like it, I have a YouTube channel. Go to Transition Tuesdays and check that out. We always post that. As Pam says, thank you for having me. Now, we appreciate it. And Pam, I was just getting to you, and I want to thank everybody. Not everybody. Pam, I want to thank you, my special guest, Pam Macon, for being on my show today, providing us with the wisdom, as being that true basketball wife. Appreciate you, Pam. Okay. Also, guys, if you're not following me already, follow me on IG at rwooltransitions. That's rwooltransitions with an S. Okay, join me there. Love for you to join me and follow me. Alrighty. So, as I'm gonna get into my theme song that I have, as Biggie fades out in the background. Oh, there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the NCAA tournament, these first 2 rounds games, and then we'll get back with you next week. Take care, everybody. God bless.